49ers fans, this could be the move that changes everything. After an off-season already packed with huge decisions, the San Francisco 49ers may be preparing to make one of the boldest defensive statements in the entire NFL, and if the latest reports and rumors turn into reality, the rest of the league should be very worried. Because the 49ers are now heavily linked to not one but two explosive pass rushers in a potential blockbuster plan that could create the most feared defense in football. And if this happens, quarterbacks across the NFL are going to feel the pressure every single snap. San Francisco has made it clear they are not satisfied with being close. They are not interested in almost winning. They are not building for maybe next year. This team wants a championship right now, and the front office appears ready to go all in to make that happen. Everyone already knows how dangerous this roster is. The offense can score with anyone. The talent is loaded across the board. But the biggest conversation inside the building has been about the defense and how to bring back that aggressive identity that made opponents panic before games even started. That's where these trade rumors become massive. League insiders are buzzing that the 49ers are aggressively exploring pass rush help and have serious interest in adding two edge threats who could instantly elevate the defensive front into a nightmare matchup. Imagine this for a second. An offense lines up against San Francisco. The crowd is roaring. The quarterback looks left, looks right, and sees pressure coming from everywhere. No clean pocket. No extra time. No chance to settle in. That's exactly the type of defense the 49ers appear to be building. One of the rumored targets brings elite speed off the edge and has already proven he can wreck a game by himself. He's explosive, relentless, and dangerous in one-on-one situations. The kind of player who can turn third and long into a sack before the quarterback even finishes his drop back. The second target would bring power and physicality. A pass rusher capable of collapsing the pocket and forcing chaos in the backfield. Together, these two would give San Francisco something every contender dreams of: waves of pressure without needing to blitz constantly. And that changes everything. Because when your front four can dominate by themselves, your entire defense becomes more dangerous. The linebackers can attack faster. The secondary can play tighter coverage. The defensive coordinator gets more freedom. And suddenly, even elite quarterbacks start making mistakes. That's why this news has exploded among fans. Social media has been going wild. 49ers supporters are already imagining what Sundays would look like with these additions flying off the edge in red and gold. And honestly, it's not hard to see why. San Francisco has been built around physical football for years. Toughness, speed, discipline, pressure. When this defense is playing at its highest level, they don't just stop teams. They overwhelm them. They force rushed throws. They force turnovers. They force offensive coordinators to abandon their game plans. And the front office clearly understands that in today's NFL pass rush is everything. You can have talent in the secondary. You can have smart schemes. But if quarterbacks have too much time, eventually they'll beat you. Pressure changes games. Pressure wins playoff battles. Pressure closes championships. And with the NFC becoming more competitive every season, San Francisco knows standing still is not an option. Other teams are improving. Rosters are getting stronger. The margin between winning and losing keeps getting smaller. That's why aggressive moves matter. That's why bold trades matter. And that's why these rumors feel very real. The 49ers know their championship window is open. They know they have the roster. They know expectations are sky high. Now it's about finishing. Adding two legitimate pass rushers would send a message not only to the NFC West, but to the entire NFL. A message that says San Francisco is coming. A message that says they are not waiting. A message that says if you want to beat them, you better be ready for 4 quarters of relentless pressure. And there's another huge part of this story. Depth. The NFL season is long. Injuries happen. Bodies wear down. Fresh legs become critical late in games and late in the year. That's where having multiple dangerous pass rushers becomes unfair. Imagine the 4th quarter. The opposing offensive line is exhausted. And then San Francisco rotates in another explosive edge threat. That pressure becomes impossible to manage. Quarterbacks start rushing throws. Receivers can't finish routes. Drives stall. Momentum shifts. And Levy's stadium erupts. That's championship football. And fans know it. That's why excitement around these rumors keeps growing. Because the vision makes sense. Because the fit makes sense. Because this front office has never been afraid to be aggressive when they believe the move can put them over the top. And putting together the scariest defense in football? That would absolutely qualify. There's also a mental factor people don't always talk about. Fear matters in this league. When teams know they're about to face a brutal pass rush, they prepare differently. Quarterbacks feel it all week. Offensive coordinators adjust their entire game plan. Protection changes. Timing changes. Everything becomes harder. That edge matters. And San Francisco has had that before. When opponents walked into a matchup already worried. When offenses looked uncomfortable before kickoff. When the defense controlled the tone from the first drive. These rumored trades feel like an attempt to bring that exact energy back. And if both deals happen, this could become the defining move of the offseason. The kind of move people point back to months later and say that changed everything. That's how important pass rush can be. One sack can kill a drive. One pressure can force a turnover. One big defensive play can swing an entire playoff game. Multiply that over a full season? That becomes dangerous. And San Francisco appears ready to embrace exactly that. Fans are watching closely. Analysts are debating. Rival teams are paying attention. Because if the 49ers really pull this off, the balance of power in the NFC could shift fast. And the timing makes sense. Training camp approaches. The roster takes shape. The pressure builds. Every contender wants momentum. Every contender wants confidence. Every contender wants one final move that changes expectations. For San Francisco, this might be it. A bold defensive reload. A powerful message. A championship-level gamble. And maybe the beginning of something terrifying for the rest of the NFL. Picture opening day. The stadium packed. Energy everywhere. The opponent lines up. The ball is snapped. And both new pass rushers explode off the edge while the crowd rises to its feet. The quarterback has nowhere to go. Pocket collapsing. Pressure closing. And suddenly San Francisco's defense looks faster, meaner, and more dangerous than anyone imagined. That's the dream fans are seeing right now. And it may not stay a dream for long, because the rumors are growing louder.